Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside of Genie, where we will be looking at the race meeting today from the Vaal Racecourse, the 24th of November. Before we start looking at the racing for today and discussing the fields and the betting, just a few things I would like to touch on. First of all, what Outsider Genie do is we do a form analysis. We try and find you outsiders that you can include in your play and add into your own selections, and thereby if those outsiders do arrive, you'll be collecting the bigger dividend, standing in a power queue, laughing and thanking outsider Genie. So we normally give you three selections. Our first selection is our outright selection. That can be any price. It can be an outsider. It can be a favorite. And as you'll see today, I've got a few selections that are big outsider selections. And I have given selections in the past, 53 to 1, 50 to 1, that has won. Now, before I start, I just want to mention that this is a big week. Saturday, we got a Summit Cup handicap. And for the weekend, there's a lot of racing lined up. Friday has got two meetings, Fairview and Greyville night racing. And then Saturday, we've got Turfontein and the Kenilworth. And then on Sunday, there will also be meeting. I'm not sure whether it's going to be Scottsville or Greyville. So all in all, 5 meetings. Now, one thing is for sure. Outsider Genie has got a big reputation on when it comes to these big race meetings. On July Day, we gave you 5 winners. We gave you 100 to 1 double. On Gold Cup Day, we gave you 5 winners, or some of them at good prices. So if you want to be in the know, you need to subscribe for this weekend to Outsider Genie. So what I've done is I have now put together a very nice package for you. You will get all my selections. Even if you sign up today, you will then also get selections for today, tomorrow, and then obviously for all the selections for the weekend. And I will also chuck in my video, Punt to Win. Why do you want this video? Because in this video, you will find various things. How I tell you how not to punt, how to punt, and to punt to win, not punt to lose. And the feedback that I've had from people using my videos is very positive. They say that already their punting is improving. All of that I will give to you for today only, for 250 Rand, not for today, but you can subscribe for it, and then receive from today or from tomorrow, whenever you make your payment, till the end of the weekend, which will be Sunday, all my daily selections, which will include best bets of the day, all to come doubles. It also includes my value bets, and I promise you, my value bets, sometimes they don't win, but they run good races. Yesterday, I had in the last race, I had this outsider Trending Water. Man, I was screaming for that horse, but he got caught it late. But he still paid, I think, over 4 Rand just for a place. So, you cannot go wrong. Pay the 250, and I promise you, you'll make back much more than that. You can just ask my current members for references if you want to. I can give it to you. You need to be in the play, and to be in the play, you must get the selections from Outsider Genie. So let's move on to race number 1 at the Vaal today, and that's a maiden plate over 1400 meters. Let's have a look at the betting here. Number 1, number 99 is 18 to 10. Track Commander 7 to 2. Purple Magic 5 to 1. Imperial Duke 5 to 1. Jackalak 13 to 2. 18 to 1, and longer the rest. Yes, here we have number 99. Has been beaten a few times. Ran second to Holy Man. Holy Man has won a few races. Then last time out, second behind Bold Jazz. Got caught it late. Was looking like a winner, but unfortunately, Bold Jazz ran it down. Now, that is my selection, and I'm also saying it's my best bet of the day. But we do have this first timer, and this man, he can bring them to the course ready. That's Sean Terry, who's got his Give Me the Green Light colt out of a horse chestnut mare. Can be anything like unison riding, so watch out for that one. Also, I see that Alec Leder's got a first timer. He's got 2 horses in the race. Kumalo's on the first timer, so obviously the stable elect. For outsider selections in this race, I'm going for number 7, Pin Drop. Ran behind Tide 5 last time. Warren Kennedy can be involved in the finish. And number 8 is Jackalak, also improved in that same race behind number 99 and Bold Jazz. That ran third, and this horse is improving slowly. Pierce Stratham on board can be a factor in this race. Now let's move on to race number 2. Race number 2 is a graduation plate over 1400 meters where we have a small field. Let's have a look here. What's the betting? The betting on race number 2. Give me the green. Put on the red light 6 to 10, Indigo 28 to 10, Rock the Globe 9 to 2, Quattro Passi 9 to 1, and 45 to 1, and longer the rest. Right here, I think we're going to stick with the favorite number 1. Put on the red light. Has run against some useful opposition in the past. Is the best weighted horse in the race, and I'm sure will have no problem putting this race to bed. For second, my outsider selection, number 3, Greg the Globe. Not really outsider, but I do foresee Sean Terry running a 1-2 year. Indigo is also a fair sort, but yeah, has disappointed at times, and I think didn't run so well behind Cornish Pomodoro, and I do feel that Sean Terry will have a line through that horse to this. I mean, so my selections, one and the 2 horse, Terry horses to finish first and second. Then we move on to race number 3. Race number 3 is a maiden plate over 1600 meters. Here we have Mode 2, 12 to 5, Sugar Coated Smile 7 to 2, 11 to 2, Be-Op, 11 to 2, Dutch Says Bernadette. On Broadway 8 to 1, Sabrina Fairchild 8 to 1, Electric Boot 7 to 1, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, and more the field. So here my first selection is number 13. And I was very surprised. I had a look at a 4-man, and then when I checked the betting, I saw this horse was 8 to 1. This horse improved tremendously from first run to the second run, ran behind Twice the Act, and hit front, no extra. Twice the Act is a horse that's fancied in the last race. And I do feel that Sabrina Fairchild today was 66 that day. And I think that run could have just brought her on. I think 30 Sabrina Fairchild, a huge runner in this race. My outsider selections as follows. Number 11 is a Bebop. Also Lyle Hewitson on board, drawn 12. Another Sean Terry inmate. I'm sure the 1600 will suit. Has been running the other bets, has been improving from race 1 to race 2, and I think further improvement can be expected. Number 12, Duchess Bernadette has had the stable change and is now running with Udelakis, although I see he did debut for Mr. Udelakis behind Flower of Scotland over 1200 meters, but I'm sure that was only a pipe opener, and the 1600 meter will definitely suit. Then as we have a look here, number 8, Mode is the favorite. He's improving, yeah, but you know, last time out ran on behind Brookton Bridge. Will be running on at the end. Are in with a chance. On Broadway, also horse that you want to include in your calculations. Has been running fair places here and there. Can be involved in the finish. So let's move on to race number 3, which is another maiden handicap over 2,000 meters, and here we have a look at the betting. The betting as follows: number 3, Rock Paper Scissors 19 to 10, Fortalado 4 to 1, Electric Flying 4 to 1, 13 to 2, Wild Heritage, another penny 7 to 1, Rizzoli 16 to 1, 18 to 1, and longer the rest. So here my first selection is number 5, Wild Heritage. Wild Heritage is getting a 3 kilogram drop, and I think the 2,000 meters will be suiting this Count Bois by Timber Country mare down to the ground. Lorena doesn't ride often for Mr. Tercy, but he has got a reasonable record with him, and I think that the reason why this Lorena is on this horse is because they expect it to run well. If this horse ran behind MK's Pride has won a big future, and then also been running 4 lengths, 7 lengths behind Trooper. But I think this horse, both times you will see here, second fastest to 400 meters, and I do believe that the 2,000 meters will suit number 5, Wild Heritage. My outsider selections is number 4, which is another penny. Also got Lion Houston on for Paul Matchett. They have got a very good record, 10 runs, 2 wins, 2 seconds, a third and a fourth. And I think that's the reason Lyle Hewitson is riding this horse. They're expecting a better run from this horse, and I also think that this horse will be improved today. Since it's having its first And it's a second run after the stable change. In my other outsider selection is number 9, which is Rizzoli. Is a Jackson by Rakin Me. This horse will definitely like the 2,000 meters. Luke Ferraris on board, drawn 2. One thing that I do notice, I see Dennis Schwartz is not riding for Alexander's lately. I wonder if they had a fallout or what's going on. But because he's running a horse here, the Boogeyman, which I think will have a hard time winning this race. So let's move on to race number 5. Race number 5, we have a Phyllis and Mares handicap over 1,800 meters, Class A, average medal rating 98. Let's have a look here. Here we have number 3, Rougelou, 2-1, Lily Blue, 5-2, Tahito Rana, 3-1, 11-2, Just Kidding, Snow Palace, and Pomando. What I did see in this race was number 1, Pomando. This horse was like a 9th, rated a 90. Has won 2 races, and then ran second to Summer Pudding in the Oaks, which is but class 2, and then got jacked up by 20 points, which is 10 kilograms by the handicapper. It's carrying 64.5, minus 2.5, carrying 62, but I still think carrying too much is going to struggle to win this race. Snow Palace, her form is going backwards and not forwards, and I don't think it will be affected today, although a very good horse. Rougelou has never won over this distance. The horse looking for 14 to 1600. So therefore, my first choice is Tahito Rana. Has got course and distance, 1 run, 1 win. Has been running well, and I do feel the horse to beat. Lily Blue, I think, can be our biggest opposition. Has won over 1,800 meters and 2,400 meters in Zimbabwe, and has had some 2 decent runs here in locally, and I do feel that can be the biggest opposition. Number 6, Just Kidding. I don't think can win the race, but again, Ferraris for Alexander and can be involved in the finish in terms of the placings. So let's move on to the next race, which is race number 6. Race number 6 is the November Classic Field Stakes, classified stakes, Class E, average medal 63. World Sports Betting, and let's have a look here. Where your favorite is FF Squadron, 28-10, in the game 7-1, Fly North 7-1, Plumfield 7-1, Passion Peach 7-1, Piccadilly Square 10-1, Funky Music 10-1, 12-1, Robert the Rebel, 14-1, Artisan, Linesburg 20-1, 25-1, Pucker Up, and 40-1 the rest. Now here my selection is number 13, Pucker Up. Sorry, number 10. I just got a feeling there's a specific reason why Kumalo is riding this horse. He's running well. This horse last time out is now running in a 63. Last win was in a Phyllis and Mares, like in today, over the 64, same class, same distance, course distance, 2 run, 1 win. And I do feel Pucker Up today is going to be involved in a finish. Brett Weber stable in form. Then for outsider selection, I'm going with number 12, Passion Peach. Passion Peach is also running well. Last time out, Passion Peach was 2 lengths behind Stormy Winters, ran 5th, and I do feel can be involved in a finish with GENIE on board. Piccadilly Square ran 3rd behind its stablemate, Raja the Rebel, and I think and has been beaten by In the Game, but on the weight turnaround, can be involved in the finish. I think it's got a huge chance. Was also behind Pucker Up, where they carried the same weight. Now Piccadilly Square is carrying 51, and Pucker Up is carrying 53.5, so there's 2 kilograms. So that will bring them very close, and you might be looking for a Brett Weber exacta here again. He has run lately a few exactas, so definitely the trainer to follow in this race. So after I've done my selections, then for some other reason, I did look at the best weighted, column, and I saw here Raja the Rebel, and then Pucker Up was the second best weighted, Fly North, 3rd, Plumfield, and in Passion Peach. Now, Fly North and Plumfield, I have also included in my quartet selections. As a matter of fact, my quartet selection was 3, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it looks like I'm doing my homework well. Of course, I can promise you, I never looked at that before I started my selections for this race. I do feel FX Quadrant a beat for a fast draw, definitely not a world beater. I think it's nearly already got 20 runs, still a maiden. So I'm not sure the strength of that form. And FX Quadrant is carrying 58 against some hard knocking fillies and mares and colts and geldings in this race. So let's move on to race number 7. Race number 7, we have medal rated 96 handicap class A, average medal rating 93. Now here we have the betting, and the betting is as follows. Ravona Boulevard 5-2, 3-1 Holy Man, Visaway 7-2, Angel Power 13-2, 008 7-1, Epic Dream 9-1, 13-1 State Trooper 20-1, and Better the Rest. I see Clever Guy and Give Me a Wave and Written in Stone as scrap, because I couldn't believe, because 008 was longer and I couldn't understand what's going on. So yeah, definitely I see it because of the scratchings of numbers 1, 2, and 11. So my first selection here is number 4, 008. Now 008, if you have a look here, we're running here in A division 93. 008 has run in 101s, 102s, 106, and has not been disgraced, been under a leg behind Marshall. Here 104. Another thing, last time 108, 5 lengths behind Eden Rock. You put Eden Rock, you will kill this field by at least 10 lengths. And I mean, he's a grade 1 winner. He won his last 2 races. So definitely, I think, and we've straight him on board today, who doesn't ride often for Grant Maroon. But I believe 008 today in this field, a huge runner. Outsider selections is number 8. Which is State Trooper. State Trooper has also run against some, if you look here behind Terry De Viago, that is now running in the Summer Cup, the top weight in the Summer Cup. Warriors Rest, 008 has just been beaten by 008. So I think there's always in with a huge chance. Then number 10, Wizaway. I don't think on weight turnaround can beat 008. But definitely a horse that can run into the placings. Holy Man did one last time out by 1.25 lengths, but in lesser company, but I think can involve in the field again. Number 6, Ravona Boulevard, obviously not without a chance, definitely in with a chance. Did one well last time out, beating Spanish Boy, but definitely in my eyes, not a banker, but can be involved in the finish, Ravona Boulevard. So let's move on to the 9th race. And the 9th race is the 8th race, sorry, 8th and last race. It's a fillies and mares 72 handicap class D, average medal rating 66. And here we have the betting as follows. Number 1, Fanatical 15-10, twice to act 9-2, 5-1 Get Set, Feather the Nest 7-1, Ready to Blow 16-1, 20-1 Consul Queen, 20-1 Make a Penny, Our Biscuit 18-1, 25-1 Viscount Vivian, and 33 to longer the rest. Now, guys, here in my selection again is number 4. And number 4 I see is 25-1. When I did my selection, I didn't notice that, and only once I finished it, because if you have a look at Viscount Vivian, we're now running in a D division 64. This horse has been running in C divisions 74, 78, 81, and was not disgraced. The last time this horse ran in a 68, fillies and mares on the Vaal, although on the classic course was a winner by Hovling, beating Samara. Samara has won again since, and definitely I think at 25-1, a huge value. Go each way, take your bets now. Muzieni on board. I'm not sure if this horse is going to jump at 25-1. Viscount Vivian, my first selection. For outsider selections, I'm going for number 5, Consul Queen. Look for riders on board. Always there and thereabouts. After his maiden has run 4 times for 3 reasonable runs. I think Consul Queen, definitely a horse that will be contesting the finish. In my other outsider selection is number 12, Feather and Nest. Feather and Nest ran over the weekend or at the Vaal last week, and Feather and Nest was 3.75 lengths behind Miss Khalifa. Reasonable run. Has run 7 lengths behind G for Go. G for Go, a top horse, and I think this 3-year-old Feather the Nest is going to win a few races in a time. Definitely a horse that you cannot exclude. Moving back to the favorite, FS Quadran, the favorite here, number 1. Fantastical can be anything that win maiden well. I'm not sure about the strength of the form because there's already 9 winners, no winners out of that form. So, but Kumala, Samanga Kumala on board, obviously not without the shout. So there is our selections for today and our preview. I just want to remind you again for the very special offer I have. You can sign up now, get all the selections from now till the end of the weekend. Also get my video Punt to win. All in all for that, for 250 Rand. My number will be in the comment section below where you can contact me to arrange for your daily analysis package for the weekend. As I always say, I hope I can send you in the right direction, giving you a few winners and break a leg.